Good evening, Noswaith A. An investigation by BBC Wales reveals that a senior haemophilia doctor in Cardiff gave contaminated blood products to children at the height of the infected blood scandal, despite advising colleagues not to do so. One of his patients later died from AIDS at the age of 7. The scandal has been described as the biggest treatment disaster in the history of the NHS. More than 3,000 people died, and the inquiry's final report into the scandal is due to be published next month. Sian Vivian has the story.
Colin and Janet's home is filled with memories of their son.
That was Colin's farewell card.
Their 7-year-old boy was one of the youngest victims of the infected blood scandal.
You know, he just happened to be diagnosed with haemophilia. And the next thing you know, he's got HIV.
Colin Smith was diagnosed with the bleeding condition when he was just a baby and was treated with the clotting drug Factor VIII under the care of Cardiff's leading haematologist, Professor Arthur Bloom.
You know, to us it was a miracle drug.
Yeah.
They were just infusing Colin, and we believed every single thing that man said to us anyway.
BBC Wales Investigates can reveal Professor Bloom ignored his own department's guidelines by giving Colin imported Factor VIII. His protocol said children should only be given blood products from the UK, but 3 months later, Colin was given it anyway.
It was all behind a curtain. Everything Bloom done was not face-to-face. It was behind the scenes, if you like. What Prof said, what Prof done, we knew nothing about.
Didn't match up.
Bloom died in 1992, but one haemophilia specialist who was mentored by the professor in Cardiff says doctors at the time believed the benefits outweighed the risks.
There was a period when we were exposing patients to clearly horrific risk, but we didn't appreciate them and make the correct calculation of risk-benefit.
That's the clotting factor itself there.
Haemophiliac Gerald Stone was infected with hepatitis C from imported American blood products in the 80s. He kept his diagnosis a secret for more than 30 years.
I never told my children, I never told my employers. The only people who knew was my wife, and I never told any friends, no friends, anybody.
The infected blood scandal has claimed thousands of lives, and now, with the inquiry due to deliver its final report next month, victims like Gerald and the Smiths wait for answers and justice to a scandal that's dominated their lives.